So without the Spirit, you can't understand the words of God. You can't just come there like a guy off the street and know how to tell somebody how to run a $1 billion, $1,000,000, $100,000 a year business. It doesn't work. But in today's world, a lot of us think that we can just show up, get a $100,000 job sitting at a desk, telling people what to do. Oh, I don't want to start at the bottom and work my way up. That's what you have to do. So the verse that we're looking at is Hebrews 5, 8, and 9. This is talking about Jesus. Although he was a son, he learned obedience from the things which he suffered. And having been made perfect, he became all those who obey him the source of eternal salvation. People ask about suffering. That's neither here nor there. You can't get anywhere without suffering. Ask any kind of athlete, doctor, lawyer. They suffered going to school, being tortured with mental attacks all the time, or their dietary concerns, or not eating, or starving. Suffering brings character. At least that's what my grandfather said. And he was born in 1907, so I was always told it was very old school. But he learned obedience, not that he didn't have obedience, but he learned it through a human body. And if you just look at it, it's historical, it's philosophical, flat. There's nothing to it, but it is an ocean because once you dive in, it's very, very deep. It was a great song, Been Through the Desert on a Horse with No Name. And he said, in the desert, you can remember your name because there ain't no one thought to give you no pain. The ocean is a desert with a life underground. That's where everything is. You got to see past the surface. An ancient said, the word is like a river. A child can wade through it, an elephant can swim in it. But when you start putting some depth into it, it becomes personal. The goal of this podcast is to just get you to step out, get curious, make your own decisions about learning about the Word. It's not that hard. Tired of coming home every day tired with nothing to look forward to? I just went and saw a movie. It's called A Great Awakening, about a guy named George Whitefield, who actually is very incredible. This was in the 1700s. And I know history is so boring. Everybody wants to just play their video games, be fed things. Well, this is about coming to Jesus, knowing that you were given the power of free will. Great movie called Nefarious. But that free will is real power. There is a podcast I've been trying to do. I've done it twice in 3 days that I've had to just throw it out. It's called The Power of Now. 30 seconds to eternity. About what you're doing right this second. But the surface of the ocean, that's just something else that I've been working on for a long time. Because so many people don't want to dive in. Because once you dive in, you're held accountable. You're going to learn things that you might be sorry you learned them if you're not going to follow them. I have something over one door. Pray about everything. Worry about nothing. And this one over here is, we will serve the Lord. You have to serve somebody. If you think you're going to get away with just serving yourself, somebody is going to step on your neck, stepping over you. And that's going to be it. The reason I'm going to go to a Twitch stream is there's so much more to say when you start going through this. And I'm scrolling through a screen right here. All right. I want you to get to where you will break that shell that is surrounding you. Because you're living in a shell. I'm living in a shell. We're living in a matrix. Right now there's a war going on. Gas is $4 a gallon. Things are always stressful. Things are always stirred up. But Paul says, or whoever the author of Hebrews is, it calls us dull of hearing. Not deaf, not blind. Okay, but dull of hearing. Which means we hear it, but we don't fathom it. It goes in one ear, maybe comes out the other, maybe just bounces off. Because we tune out so much during the day. Another reason I'm going to Twitch is right here I can go to peace, I can go to silence, I can go to silence of your tongue. It can go so many places. What cracks me up is all the people looking for content. Go to the Word. Once you start digging, it just keeps getting deeper, Okay, so just so you know, the surface of the ocean hid for me. I did a study on mathematics, science, physics, astronomy. What's the other one? I can't remember, but there's a man that wrote a book on physics. He was a physicist, and how science proves God. So all of this is hidden from you if you're not looking for it. Instead of saying, oh, we believe in science, not God. Well, all science is something to prove there is a God. Science discovered viruses, amoebas, atoms, because they had a microscope, a telescope, looks down your throat, an endoscope. Science does not create. Just remember that. Paul talks about things visible were created from things not visible, which microorganisms. We don't know how God did it. We don't know his definition of a day. And that's one of the reasons I'm getting into the power of now. That thing is broken down. I have been stumped. I've got 30 podcasts to do off of it. This is the beginning of doing a lot of talking about things that no one's talking about, because what's happening is the web, the internet, YouTube, your friends, your teachers, they're all hating on God. They're hating on Jesus. He's going to restrict my sexuality. What if you didn't have your sexuality? With all the problems that come with it. If you relegated it down the ladder a little. Hey, I got to eat today, or do I want to have sex today? I think I better eat. Pavlov's dog proved that 100 years ago. A Russian scientist. Something else to talk about. There's no reason this movie, Great Awakening, he got up in the pulpit at the beginning and he said, let dead men teach. Dead verses, dead thinking, dead ideas. The word is alive. It's still kicking right around right now. And this is where the power of now comes in. Any good salesman is not going to say, what do you think about it? When do you want to do something about it? Hey, what do you want to do today? The good salesman says, let's get you signed up right now. Right now. Creates a sense of urgency. Makes you hop off the fence. Is he going to do it or not? When you say no, the salesman comes back and overcomes your objection. If he's any good, well, why wouldn't you want to keep your family insured? Why wouldn't you want to protect them? You already told me that you've gone to 15 other insurance agencies and none of them fit. But you already told me you fit. What's holding you back from making this commitment? That's the way people sell. I've sold. I'm going to pin you in a corner and you're going to commit, or you're going to be on your way, and I'm not going to waste my time anymore. I'll make a friend with you after you've decided yes or no. And if it's no, hey, we're good. We're not going to be friends really well. I mean, I'm going to have a rapport with you. But now, here's what God says. Love your enemies. Have a true heart. Don't do what the world... Don't follow your heart in the world. Do what God says and have control over your heart. So the power of now, which also lies underneath the ocean surface, It's going to be a 30-part series on how to handle things in the moment. Real life, real world objections. I think the first thing is going to be how to handle people in traffic. How to handle people that criticize you. How to stop from clapping back and snapping back. Aren't you tired of being angry? Aren't you tired of using the F word every other sentence? F this, F that, this guy, that guy, she did this. Aren't you tired? I guarantee you're tired. I got friends that do it every day. Can't stop cussing, angry, fighting all the time. It says in the Word, instead of taking somebody to court, let them have it. How many times have you wanted to fight when you could have just let somebody have it? Let it go. The surface of the sea. The sea is a big place. I've been on a small boat in 20-foot seas. Half of it sunk. Bailing with a 5-gallon bucket because our pumps were out. For hours. I had to pull into a port. And because I was in such good shape at the time, we were able to fiberglass everything, swim underneath it, check everything. And it busted us up. You're riding the sea right now, and it's not a flat calm. It's a raging storm. And the Word is a great, fantastic, singular way to find your way through it. It's time to take control of what you're thinking, what you're doing, and you don't need to tell anybody about it because you've got your research tools. There's no excuse. I'd already thought about this. If you're in court and the judge says, where's your lawyer? And your lawyer is standing in the corner and he's like, I don't know that guy. Well, then you're going to be there without a lawyer. And the judge is going to ask you questions. He's going to say, well, the evidence points to, why didn't you read that document? You can read, right? Right, Mr. Smith? Oh, yeah. You can do research, right, Mr. Smith? Yeah. Oh, I'm looking here. Shows you're a champion video game player. So you know how to work the computer. Oh, yeah, I know how to work the computer, Judge. Well, so why didn't you use the computer to look this stuff up? Oh, it's because, why? Why didn't you use AI? Judge's going to look at you and go, I got friends that aren't even using attorneys anymore because they're using AI. If that judge is God and he's asking you these questions, you are in a heap. It's not a threat. I'm looking at it going, why don't you read the most important things in the world that will open worlds for you? The questions you can ask. When I get my Twitch stream together, I'll get back on this channel and I'll let you know. But again, I want you to come here to realize that there's somebody who's going to offer up what he's done, not beat you over the head, not try to control you, not try to fill your head full of ideas that are out of my head. I want you to fill your head with ideas that are from God. You have the power. Don't let anybody tell you you don't. Okay, this is not a motivational speech for you to rely on yourself unless you're relying on yourself to read the Word, which you have to. Everybody wants to escape. You escape through music. Somebody's singing songs to you, telling you things. You escape through video. You're doing something. Things are happening. You're wanting to get here. You're not going to escape through your job. Not usually. I mean, you can. I've been to China. I've watched repetitive motion on an assembly line. You won't do it. Neither will I. I might choose starvation before I'd go on an assembly line. So it's time to look below the surface, scratch it, I've been to a couple churches. I've watched a lot of different things. And what I see, and I'm not, God forgive me, I'm not trying to, but I see a lot of scratching right at the surface. I'm not going to go real deep on this, though I can. I'm not going to try to convict you, though I'm under conviction. I'm not going to try to control you, though I am controlled. I have to do things now that I have fought against for 40 years. I've resisted. I've resisted longer than most of you have been alive. I'm alive. So many of my friends are not. Believe it or not, most of them are not dead from overdoses or drugs or alcohol. Most of them are dead from heart attacks and car wrecks. So we're going to take this journey together. I've got more life experience. I didn't spend 30 years at one job. I've been successful at a couple. Very successful. But I've done a lot of things. And I've managed a lot of different people. And this is where I am now meant to be. Come with me. Let me show you what's going on. And we'll take this trip together. Love you guys. I'll get back with you shortly. The power of now is coming.